Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. Folks, we are here to have a very interesting discussion. I have mentioned this particular person on this channel before, but we're going to dive into several articles or several things being written about the newly acquired company called Twitter, which is another social media platform that was what was acquired by the illustrious Elon Musk. Guys, of course, if you share, if you care, if you've ever been a part of one of my lives here on the Mentor Shelley YouTube channel, or you're watching this from Facebook, or you're watching this from not Indeed, you're watching this from LinkedIn, go ahead and share. We are going to have an in-depth discussion about this whole situation. Twitter is a very, there had been a lot of transition going on, but since he's taken over, like in the last few days, there's all these things that are being said. There's all these things that's happening. And we're going to look at a few of those things. And I'm also going to give you my perspective on what may or may not happen, or maybe just to give you some idea of what the goal is with all of this. There may be some goals for, we'll get into it. But I do have major concerns because as an HR professional, I'm hearing things like being required to work 12-hour days, 7 days a week, no days off. I'm hearing a lot of different things. I'm also hearing, we're going to get into it. We're definitely going to get into it. Of course, guys, anybody joining from Facebook Live, from LinkedIn, and also from YouTube, go ahead and like the video. Go ahead also and go ahead and make a comment. Let me know that you're here. Wave hands, say hello. We want to make sure that we are staying abreast with what's going on in the marketplace with different employers. There's a lot of recession talk going on. There's people that are going through it right now. There's more sectors of it coming down the pike. As employees, and as we look at these employers with a objective fine-tooth comb, we have to understand where we belong in the marketplace, and also understand that there are some employers that really are either, I wouldn't say out of touch, but some of them go to the level of treating their employees truly like slaves. So let's jump into this. Before I even go any further, I don't want you guys to think I'm just talking talking from a biased place, so to speak. So let's jump into this first article. The link for both of the articles are in the description of this live. All right, so let's get started with the first one, guys. And if anybody that drops in, go ahead and drop your city and state that you are here hailing from. Definitely want to know, guys, where you guys are, so I know who is here with us tonight and where you guys are hailing from tonight. Now, the article is from Radar Online, and Radar Online says, let's see here. Radar Online says, the author, did it show who the author was? This was actually written yesterday. The expectation is literally to work 24/7. Elon Musk orders Twitter staff to work 84-hour weeks as 75% of the employees face being fired. Now, guys, that title alone is not going to be a pleasant experience for anybody involved in this one way or the other. Now, if you're an employee that stays, you get the privilege of working 84 hours. Whew, how long does he expect to keep people? For those of you that are going, you're going to end up having to find another job very soon. So, guys, in either case, this is not going to be pretty in either case. All right, let's get into this. Elon Musk has reportedly ordered his employees at Twitter to work upwards of 84 hours a week in an effort to reach newly implemented deadlines. RadarOnline.com has learned. The latest development comes days after the 51-year-old billionaire officially took over as the popular social media platform of the platform CEO on Thursday. According to the Business Insider, Musk is not only ordering employees to work 12-hour shifts 7 days a week, but he has also threatened to cut a whopping 75% of Twitter's workforce following his $44 billion acquisition of the company. Guys, if you heard this earlier on this year, it was supposed to have happened much sooner than this. However, it's happening now, and here are the repercussions coming as already. Workers at Twitter revealed that starting on Friday, Musk ordered a nearly complete overhaul of the platform, made up predominantly of new coding projects and major changes to the platform's verification service. Even more surprising is the fact that Tesla and SpaceX founder issued an internal message throughout the company, ordering staffers to essentially keep working until the changes of the platform verification service is completed. Ooh, yikes. Let's keep going. The expectation is literally to work 24/7 to get this out. Part of the internal message reportedly read, although the message did not say whether workers will receive overtime pay. Y'all, hold on. Yeah, overtime pay. Oh boy. Receive overtime pay. He better pay that overtime. You gonna have hello there, Big Daddy. How you doing? Welcome to the show. We are talking about you know who with his interesting self. We'll get into it a little bit later. Welcome to the show, darling. You'll drop your city and state, or drop your state, whatever you feel comfortable doing. I welcome you to the show. Now, the message also let me make sure that the expectation is to work 24/7. Part of the internal message reportedly read, although the message did not say whether the workers will receive overtime pay, he better pay them overtime pay or time off in lieu for the extra time they are being told to put into their projects. The message also reportedly failed to say whether or not those who worked the requested 24/7 will be given job security. There's no such thing with working at any Musk company. In the wake of Musk's claims, he will cut 75% of Twitter's workforce, leading many staffers to believe Musk is using this latest request as a test. Of course, leading many staffers to believe it's a test to see who within the company will work the hardest. Oh, I guess this is also a way for him to push against the whole overemployment and quiet quitting phenomenon. Mr. Musk has always been this way. We'll talk about that in a little bit. While Twitter staffers are ordered to complete their newly assigned tasks by the tight early November deadline, the company's managers have reportedly been assigned to carry out intricate performance reviews of each current employee. Yeah, so he's basically making the managers observe them and do their assessments, so he'll know what type of employees he has. He wants somebody to completely dedicate their lives to their jobs instead of it being vice versa. He does not respect boundaries of his employees, clearly. Let's continue. This has reportedly led to some Twitter managers forced to sleep in their offices. What? Oh, we did talk about this before. One of his staffers, when they were working at his English business back in the day, did specify that middle of nowhere, Georgia. Welcome, darling. We appreciate it. You joining us tonight, Big Daddy. He's already given them. Yeah, he's ready. He's using it as a way to give quite a few of them the boot. Oh gosh. These latest revelations came to light shortly after Musk dissolved the platform of board of directors Monday, making the new Twitter CEO the sole director overseeing the $41 billion company moving forward. So, when the new chief wants to be fully in charge, he takes away everyone that can truly oppose or stop his movements. Guys, I'm not sure if this is borderline narky to me. This whole the way he moves, how he deals with his employees, and it has not been just now. There have been reports, there are previous employees, previous managers that's worked for Musk that has said that he went through the office at 9:30 at night and was mad because most people were already at home in their beds or at home living their actual life, because apparently he thinks people's lives are attached to their jobs and their jobs only. This is problematic on many levels. 75% of Twitter is about to get fired based on this particular article. So anybody that is a Twitter employee, I'm going to give you fair warning. If you do not have your resume updated, get it updated. If you're not sure what is going to happen, because whoever is there, look to your right, look to your left. Both you and the person on the left is going to be gone. That's how serious this is. Based on what Radar Online is reporting here. This only got written maybe a day or two ago. This is the type of employer I will never work for as an HR professional. Number one, you're having people work not 40 hours, but 84 hours. You're pushing that requirement. Who in their right mind is going to keep up with 84 hours worth of work? I'm sure the work will be there because they're making a lot of changes to the platform. Twitter as a company is going to feel the brunt of this. This is the balls. Yes, he wants to do whatever he wants to do, but the ball is going to be dropped, and it's not going to be in a good way. Let's look at article number 2 before I even go any further. Let's make sure you guys can see this. Ah, my Lord. This dude is crazy. Dude is absolutely, positively nuts, y'all. Bernadette, welcome to the show, honey. Oh Lord, I feel it for all the Twitter employees out there that didn't have your resumes updated, that weren't reaching out to your network. Do that tonight, starting tonight, because more than half of you are not going to have a job. Hey, Credit Solutionists, how y'all doing tonight? Bernadette and Credit Solutionists, welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show. Go ahead and like the video if you guys love what you're hearing so far. Of course, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure you are sharing it out to all of our fellow folks tonight. Welcome, Bernadette. Welcome, Credit Solutionists. We welcome you to the live. Y'all be talking about this treacherous person. Number one, you take over. Listen, let me be 1,000% honest here. Let me get back on the screen before we get into the second article. This is not strange to me. Most of the time when you have a new leader in place, there's going to be board of directors that may change hands. No problem, Bernadette. Yes, I'm glad you are here. Listen, normally what happens with most mergers and acquisitions, there's usually, okay, this is going to be the new head of XYZ. There's going to be some changes in leadership. And then there's going to be some heads that are moved, like as far as head of departments. My first experience with this in the professional sector years and years ago, literally, I had the leader of my department say, "Oh, don't worry, things are going to work out just fine. We're going to be okay. This is what's going to happen. This is the forecast for the next 2 to 3 months." And on Monday, we hear that this person that was giving us the foo la la speech gone. So when it comes to change of hands as far as power is concerned, it doesn't surprise me that he got rid of the board of directors, because Elon Musk wants no type of obstruction when he makes these rash decisions and make these crazy moves to do what he's doing. But this 84-hour work schedule is bananas. Number one, you're going to run into wage and hour issues with employees. And this article actually says he's already broken some California laws. So we're going to jump into this particular article next. All right, guys. Oh, if you guys can't see it, you know what? Let me move it this way so you guys can see the whole thing. According to MSNBC, Twitter says, let me see here. Twitter says, Twitter sued for mass layoffs with 0 notice days after Elon Musk's takeover. Scott Gleason reports. That's the author of the article. Now, it says Twitter Incorporated was sued Thursday. The lawsuits are coming. The lawsuits are coming. Yes, Bernadette, karma is correct. Okay, honey, karma is correct. Now, let me see here. All right. Twitter was sued Thursday for a plan to abruptly eliminate 3,700 jobs at the social media platform just days after Elon Musk's $44 billion takeover of the company. Right? A class action lawsuit filed Thursday in San Francisco's federal court tab, Cornay versus Twitter, had signatures from workers who claim the company did not provide enough notice, an indirect violation of federal and California laws. Homeboy's already breaking laws, and it's not even the half. Outraged Twitter employees shared messages to support one another Thursday night, with many using the hashtag #OneTeam. All right, so if you guys see that, especially if you see that on LinkedIn, you know exactly what that's about. Now, among them, a tweet from someone saying they were an employee 8 months, saying that there were an employee, I'm reading it as it states, 8 months pregnant and locked out of the company laptop Thursday night before being laid off. Not that you can't lay off a pregnant employee, but it seems highly problematic to do so. There's some pregnancy disability, there's California family leave, there's FMLA stuff that comes into play. You may be breaching some of those laws as well, Mr. Musk, because you swear you can just do whatever you want. According to the email sent on Thursday, obtained by several media outlets, Twitter said it planned to start cutting staff starting Friday. No warning, just cut people's jobs right then and there, huh? Okay. So apparently, let me come back on the screen. So apparently, he didn't check with his human resources. I'm going to almost say he doesn't even understand the value of them. I'm sure he may understand as the attorneys, the employment attorneys that's going to have to defend him. He's going to keep his employment attorneys busy with all of these things that he's doing. Nobody bothered to tell him the liability he's about to open Twitter for. Whether they're a private entity or not, employers are liable for at least 300 employment laws. He's already encroached upon 2 within a matter of days, which is what this is talking about. Let's continue. This foolishness. Lord have mercy. Woo! So, according to an email sent to employees Thursday, obtained by several media outlets, Twitter said it planned to start cutting staff starting Friday. Musk had said publicly he intends to remove half of the workforce at the company. That would put Musk revamping Twitter in direct conflict with the Federal Worker Adjustment Notification Act. Oh, there goes another law he's breaching. Okay, that prohibits large companies from massive layoffs without 60 days notice. Ta-da! We got some more laws that he's about to break. Okay, let's continue. Shannon Listman Rodman, an attorney who filed Thursday's complaint, told Bloomberg, "We filed this lawsuit tonight in an attempt to make sure that employees are aware that they would not sign away their rights, that they have an avenue of pursuing their rights." Of course, he don't like that. Ooh, he don't like that at all. We will now, let me see here. We will now see if Musk is going to continue to thumb his nose at the laws of this country that protect employees, Liz Riordan added. It appears that he's repeating the same playbook of what he did at Tesla. Really? Of course. A company piloted by Musk over similar situations in June when 10% of the workforces were laid off. Tesla won a ruling from a federal judge that pushed workers to pursue their claims in closed-door arbitrations. Boy. This isn't the first instance of backlash Musk and Twitter have received since last week's acquisitions became finalized. A study by Montclair State University reveals a spike in hate speech on Twitter since Elon Musk's acquisition of the platform last week. Messages made by USA Today on Friday morning on Twitter were not immediately returned. Let's see here. Anything else? Nope. So, guys, what this means is this. There's more lawsuits coming. Because based on Mr. Musk's actions, he doesn't respect the employment law. He doesn't respect Department of Labor laws. He's infringed on several already, which is why there's this suit. What he's going to try to do is, like he's done before, try to settle them out of court so they can be kept hush-hush, and you're on a non-disclosure. You're on they put you on an agreement where you're not allowed to say anything, and if you do, they can sue you. However, sir, there's other things going on with Twitter, like people that I personally know that use Twitter or was on Twitter to build a community for a very long time are abruptly ending their relationship with Twitter. There are advertisers that have now made it abundantly clear that they're pulling their advertising dollars from Twitter. This is not a good thing. But because he seems to like the drama, Mr. Musk is attached to drama. He wants to do what he wants to do. Feels like his most valuable asset, which is his human resources, he feels like he can treat them like trash. Then there may be another alternate plan, which is to automate a lot of this so he doesn't need the human resources, which is what some employers do. That's the unfortunate part. But guys, tell me, what do you think? Post what you think about this whole situation in the chat. I'm looking at 2 articles, and I'm sure there's going to be more. And I'm sure if they put a mic in his face, all kind of foolishness is going to fly out his mouth. So I'm hoping his attorneys tell him not to open his mouth. But he's a little reckless like that. Like literally. Mr. Musk cannot truly require his employees to work 84 hours a week. It may be a suggestion. It may just be a ploy to see who's going to live up to the challenge. Yay! You're going to work till you bleed. Please. Yeah, Bernadette, that may be it. But he's going to destroy the organization Twitter as we know it in the process. You're about to let go of more than half of your staff. I'm hoping he did his homework to, well, then again, who am I talking about? Am I talking about the same CEO that wanted people to come back to the office as of this date, but did not do proper space planning to make sure they actually had a place to actually work when they all return to work? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. He's done sporadic nonsense like this before, and it's blown up in his face with Tesla. So, this is a person as a CEO shows that he's reckless. Bernadette, it is very sad for the employees of Twitter that's about to lose their jobs. It is very sad. And I hope their LinkedIn profile is on point. If they need help with that, if you know anybody that works for Twitter, you can send them my way at mentorshelly.com. They're going to need the career help to get something else. Either get something else or get your side hustle going on. Because as you can clearly tell, even for California that requires a 60-day notice and other states, not all states, but there's some states that require that, including California. He didn't care. He'd rather get sued than do the right thing. Clearly, based on the stuff he sprouts, it's clear he doesn't value his most valuable asset, which is his human resources. He got rid of the board of directors so they couldn't block him from making this faux pas of a mistake. He's going to keep making more. He's going to keep making more. I'm going to say I'm going to say craw because I can't say the rest. I wonder how it would look. We will be here to watch the ashes from the fire that is brewing right now. And welcome to the show, Ms. or Mrs. Craw. I'm not sure. I don't want to say it the wrong way. My bad. I'm apologizing now. We are going to see in a matter of weeks. Has it been a full week yet? And already you're causing mystery and mayhem and breaking employment laws as you go. Oh, I want to do this. I don't care. Reckless. Guys, if you sense anything reckless or about the reputation of the CEO of a company that you're about to work for, decline the offer and find another opportunity. You don't want to put yourself in harm's way of anybody that operates from this premise, from this craze. I want to do what I want. I'm a kid with an ant farm and I can burn whatever ants I want. That's literally how he comes off and how he operates. I'm sure his board of directors before this was like, don't say anything. You're going to cost us money. He doesn't care. He's requiring people to return to work from Tesla. Return to the office. I want everybody to return to the office. And didn't bother to flesh out a plan on how everybody's going to fit back in there. That still hasn't been ironed out. And he wanted everybody to return back to the office in September. We're in November. I can almost guarantee that plan has not been fully fleshed out. I'm sure people still have to work from home because the buildings you're requiring them to be in cannot fit everybody. So this is the person that is erratic in action, doesn't have proper planning, and he's now in charge of Twitter. Yay. Guys, add your perspective to this because I'm going to go down my list here because I have some things. What Mr. Musk is expecting is that he wants yes men and soldiers in his organization. This is the type of employer that does not like or respect employees' boundaries and probably will fire you when you exercise them. So if you're a mature thinking adult that have boundaries in your life, this is not the organization for you to join. Whether it be SpaceX, what do you call it? Twitter or Tesla. Yes, he's a billionaire, but not because you have that gazillion amounts of money. Doesn't mean you're a great person. I'd never work for you. I'd starve before I do that. That's just me personally. Guys, what do you think of all of this? Do you guys know anyone that's working for Twitter right now that's about to lose their job? Do you all know anybody right now that is dealing with the firestorm that I'm sure that's going on at Twitter every day? He wants people to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. At least if lawyers work that much, it's billable hours. They can at least make more money. Based on the first article, I'm not sure that that's required from hourly employees. I'm gonna almost bet he wants that from salaried employees, so he ain't got to pay them a dime. Let me sip on my water while y'all mull over that. Yeah, he's that type. Long-term effects of some of these decisions that we already see popping up in the media. If there's employees that really are going to do their best to make Mr. Elon Musk happy, nothing is making that man happy besides money, which is why he has so much of it, and will do and whatever he thinks he needs to do to obtain more. He's already a billionaire, but I digress. Long-term effects of this type of nonsense is employees are going to be burned out. Nobody, I don't care how strong or how healthy you are, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week on a continuous basis is going to burn you out. You are going to also have, if you continue pushing this way, increased liability on your workers' comp claims, on your short-term disability claims. You're going to have even less than after you terminate everybody you think you need to, Mr. Musk. This is going to increase your liability. You're going to have to start paying out more on workers' comp because somebody going to get depressed and pass out because they can't function after a while. Work performance is going to go down the toilet. Because if you have these impossible requirements now, let's check 6 months later. Will they be able to keep up this crazy schedule? Or are you doing it to prove a point? Are you doing this? Because I'm speaking from a professional, from an HR standpoint at this point, guys. Are you doing this to bring in automation so you can get rid of the people that do the job now? That could be the motivation. That truly could be the motivation. Most employees, the top performing employees, are either on their way out or they've already left. The top performing employees, there are other companies that are gobbling them up. They gone. Or they're on their way out. Seeing that he's not giving nobody no 60-day warnings anyway. Might as well look out for yourself. I always tell you guys, this is the part you have to handle. You are responsible for your own personal economy. Guys, if you're looking for listen, there's no guarantee with any job. Let's be clear. Because they can terminate you at any time. For whatever reason. Okay? Let's get that out the way. I'm not going to give you lollipops and sugar bunnies at this point. I'm keeping it 100% real with you. As an HR professional, as an HR consultant. They can terminate you at any time for whatever reason. Now, can it be challenged? Can it be an illegal termination? Yes, it depends on the circumstances, documentation, and what you can ultimately prove. But as an organization, EEOC laws are being encroached upon. You don't give enough breaks and lunches. People are going to burn out. The best of your employees are not going to stay. So the quality of Twitter is already taking a nosedive because of these decisions. Guys, tell me what you think. You guys are quiet tonight. What's going on? Listen, this is not my favorite person, but I'm looking at this from a professional standpoint. He's probably throwing up some dog and pony trick to try to keep advertisers, because if advertising dollars go, then nobody, that's another stream of income lost. Not like he needs it, but he definitely does not want to pay out 75% of salaries that's there now, so he's going to cut them. So guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know. Come on guys, this is something, unfortunately, that we're dealing with. There are employers out here that are awesome. They treat employees like humans, not like robots or like slaves, that you can definitely look into if you want to find other opportunities. There are those great ones. And then there's Elon Musk's of the world. All right, Mr. or Miss Craw. I wonder how it will look after a month. It's going to look crazy. From my experience, when layoffs come, the best employees leave the company first. You are absolutely correct about that. Most of them left already. Okay? Most of them left already. Guys, I want you to be aware that if you're working in an environment that remotely resembles this disaster dump fire, run. When I say run, I mean run. If you need help with getting that resume together, honey, let's get you on a consultation call so we can get things moving and make sure that resume is attracting the right type of employer, not this type. This type of employer will literally give people heart attacks. Okay? Because if you're stressed enough, one of these people will go end up having one. Let's be clear. Mr. Musk is like a machine. He wants people in the office at 9:30 at night, and he wants to turn Twitter into that type of organization. That's problematic on so many levels. Hold on a second. I wanted to share something else with you guys. Hold on. Let me see here. He's going to require all them folks to work that time. I would hope he's going to be paying them. Right? Home time, travel time. I'm giving you guys some synopsis on the Department of Labor. On call times, right? You're working under, he has to make sure he's FLSA compliant with all of these requirements that he's placing his employees under. Guys, if you're looking for help in this area and you're not sure if you're if you are even remotely being subjected to this type of nonsense, it's time to run. It's time to find yourself in a better situation and making sure that you have a resume that's going to help you do that. You can go to mentorshirley.com/consultations. We can go through your resume live, or I can do the revamp for you. In either case, you will get what you need to make sure that resume is attracting the right employer, not these crazy ones. And of course, y'all, I want to make sure you know, if you're going to start a business, right? If you're going to start a business, make sure you start it off right. I definitely have some great tips and tricks in the book, From Clueless Teenager to Consummate Professional. It may have that title, but it is not just for teenagers. It is for all of us here. It definitely helps you get started and get the information you need to know what type of business to start or what career path to go into if you're looking to make some changes. Of course, guys, you can also find my blog at mentorshelly.com. I welcome Credit Solutions. Of course, you know she is a friend of the channel. And if you are looking to start your own business and you want to get your personal credit together so your business credit can help you floss, go to fixmyficonow.com. And of course, get your credit together so you can get your business credit together. And if you are also looking for ways to get your time freedom, but not necessarily be dependent upon a job, you can go to Apostille Academy. I actually had a great conversation with the leader of that organization today. She was awesome, very forthcoming, very honest. Apostille is a process that a lot of notaries are very familiar with because they perform apostilles, but you don't have to be a notary to perform them. Getting into that field and starting a business from that front, it doesn't require a college degree. It requires some know-how and some determination to get started. Guys, I want to make sure you have all of the options needed to become a better professional, whether you're working in the private public sector or you are starting your own enterprise. Mentor Shelley is here to make sure you become a better version of yourself professionally. So you have what you need so you're not subjected to this type of nonsense when you go to work. Mr. Musk is crazy. That's just my personal opinion. I'd never work for an organization that have this type of leader because he doesn't have his most valuable asset. He doesn't value his most valuable assets, which is the humans that work in it. All right, guys, take care. And of course, you can always leave a comment below. Let me know if you have questions. I appreciate all of you that came to join me on the show today. Mr. or Miss Craw, Miss Bernadette, of course, Credit Solutionist, as usual, because she's a friend of the channel, and Big Daddy, Still Rocks 29. We appreciate you guys coming by. Thank you so much. Over and out.